How is everybody doing today? Darkness, hello. Happy Thursday, Friday Eve. Working 11 to 12-hour days with an hour-long commute each way has been so fun. Oh, fuck that. I had a job for a while where I drove literally 3 minutes. If it wasn't such a toxic environment, I would still be there, but it was a toxic AF. Oh, goodness. Yes, I do know. I'm sad that I missed it. Unfortunately, I was in the office today, and I can't really be on the phone as, you know, like I can be at home, you know what I'm saying? My current commute to work is about anywhere from 35 to 45 minutes. And then that depends on if there's a butthole in front of me, because I have to take a long-ass country road for, like, half of it. And if there's somebody going, you know, it's a 40 speed limit, and if there's somebody going 35, I'm literally on their ass raging the entire time. But then once I get on the highway, the last 15, 20 minutes, 30, whatever it ends up being, as long as traffic is all going normal, then I can get home pretty quick at that point. So usually I get home, I leave the office at 4:30. You know, sometimes I slip out at 4:15, 4:25, depending what's happening. And usually I'll get home by 5:05. And then with the whole streaming business, I gotta eat dinner, take a shower, greet the child, greet the parent, and, like, you know, deal with whatever bullshit I gotta deal with real quick, and then boom, hit that button at 5:25. I'm sorry, I have to drink because I didn't drink almost anything all day, and it's like 95 degrees outside, but then, like, with the heat index and shit, it's like 110. So I'm dying. And I try not to drink too much during the stream because then I have a tiny bladder, and then I have to, like, go multiple times. So we'll see. I'm gonna try, and, you know, I mean, I can't control it, but, you know, I'm gonna do my best. But we're fighting dehydration today, so let's see, what do we got going on? We still have that giveaway thing happening. It's I have to reach 150 followers or 50 subs, whichever one happens to happen. Somebody will be getting a free copy of Endwalker, the expansion for Final Fantasy that comes out in, I believe it's November. It says fall 2021 or something like that, but I believe it is in November. Well, it'll get there. Give it some time. That bot's got to catch up. Sometimes it takes a minute, depending on what's happening with Twitch and all that stuff. But thank you for mentioning it. So we've got that. We've got the giveaway happening. I'm starting to kind of tinker with my schedule a little bit. I stream every day at 5:30, Monday through Friday. And then on the weekends, I've started streaming a smidge earlier and a smidge longer, because usually I do about 3 hours. Sometimes I go over depending on what's happening in the story. But this past weekend I ended up, I think I did 5 hours both days. So I'm trying to adjust to the times that I want. So we're getting there. Best place to see my schedule. I try to update Twitch, as I know, like, as soon as I can, but sometimes Twitch is being a butthole and it just doesn't update. So the best places to see schedule, Discord, if there's a change, exclamation Discord. And then there's also, I'm pretty active on Twitter. Thank you so much, good Sofa. I very much appreciate it. So Final Fantasy, we still don't know what happened to Thancred, Ida, Papalimo, Y'shtola. God, if Snow was here, he would butcher me alive because that's his boo. And Minfilia. We did save General Raban. And, but that's about it. We don't know shit about the rest. Hopefully they're all okay. And here we are. Moving right along in the quest line. Oh my god, is this the Azure Dragon? It is a Azure Dragon, but not the Azure Dragoon. Dragoon, not dragon. Jesus. Jesus. I have to let my cat in because apparently the door being partially closed where he could see me, but the door's not all the way open. Like, he's gonna have to touch the door to get in here. Apparently that's too much. Oh, shit.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
So, I'm gonna let the cat in while I let this next one play. I did see it go off. Thanks, good sofa.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Oh, that's right. They're looking for, the Sultana. Because apparently she's not dead.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
I'm so sorry if you hear my cat. He is being very vocal.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery.
And if we recall correctly, I believe Pippin is Raban's adopted son.
There,
I believe.
I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
Nothing in this game is a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Jibs, what's up? Happy Friday Eve. Friday Eve.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it.
You'd think I'd...
Mariel.
You, Gary, shut the fuck up for a second. You'd think that I would know what day it is, being as I have to be in the office on Mondays and Thursdays, and I literally just complained about how I had to haul ass home from the office. But I seriously, I will know it as I'm saying. I'll be like, okay, I know it's Thursday. All right, say happy Friday Eve. And then I'll start saying it. I'll be like, oh God, what day is it? Oh my God. Like my brain just starts farting immediately when I start speaking sometimes. It's crazy. Anybody have any awesome plans for this weekend? Anything? Anything at all? Chilling? Eating snackies?
We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Oh, we're gonna be apprehending the woman. The handmaiden thing. Lady.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar.
Just chilling with snacks? Oh my God, that's a fabulous weekend. I have to clean.
But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands.
I guarantee they're going to inform the monetarists, and we're going to have a fight on our hands.
We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
I suppose I could help you out, old Raban. Pikmin 3 is an early birthday present. Oh, happy early birthday.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo and for Ulda!
Or Ulda. I have a birthday next week. It's not my birthday, but it's my offspring's birthday. She's turning, oh, hold on. What year? She's turning, bitch is what she's turning. 15. Our target is Marielle, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Yes, we briefly met when she, you know, poisoned the Sultana and then, like, you know, dipped and made it look like it was me. Yeah, she's turning 15, or as I like to call it, bitch. Our forces indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Mariel is still hiding there. I only remember you telling me in the past how old your offspring was. Yeah. I joke, she's really not that bad. Like, compared to other children, oh my god. Like, had I met some of these other children, I definitely would not have had a child. But mine's pretty good. Pretty good. She's being a butthole for her, but compared to the other children, nothing. Literally nothing. Are we checking out? Oh, we gotta go all the way over there? Like, that's kind of far, bro. Let's cheat and kind of go halfway. Third of the way. Understandable. Yeah, you know how it is. Well, I mean, I think we all remember how it was being 15, 16, 14. Trying to get those hormones in check, figuring out who we are, what we want to do with ourselves. A lot of tough decisions they got to start making right about now. And I get it. She doesn't hate me. She says she hates me, but she doesn't hate me. She hates how she's feeling and what she's going through. So, it do be what it do be. So, but I figure like 3 more years of misery and then she'll love me again. Just gotta make it. Just gotta make it. She's gonna be driving next year. Like, I'm freaking terrified. Like, I see how she just like walks. I'm not sure I'm gonna put her in a car. Like, y'all will thank me if I don't put her in a car. She can't even walk straight. Do I know of any returning residents, gods? Don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this. I'll be back. Gotta do the lurk and need to help with dinner. Oh, I hope it's something good. I had spaghettis with garlic bread with that Texas toast stuff. Oh god, that shit is amazing. Like, I could just have that as a meal and maybe oh my god, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the Texas toast one of these days. I'm gonna slab like a chicken breast on top and make like a chicken parm on top of it. Ooh, chili's good. Chili's good. Chili's dangerous though when you're streaming. There's been a time or two where you know, had to throw on an old mute real quick. So I didn't embarrass myself because I had some bean and bacon soup that day. God, I missed this game like you wouldn't believe. Well, I mean, you know. Them guts to bubbling. Oh god, yes, that's the worst feeling. I think though I would rather have that bubbling feeling than that liquid moving feeling. You know the one. That one. I'll take the bubble guts. And what brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Muriel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Let's just announce to everybody that we're looking for what's-her-face, so they have an opportunity to real quick, like, shoot her a message via Link Pearl. Hey girl, they looking for you. Danielle. Mariel. Aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Oh, she's here. All right. Where's the market entrance? So this house, perhaps? Hey, girl. You didn't even notice me walk into your home?
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
Cue pants shit.
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
You look just like her, though. Without the glasses. Snatch her up! Yes. Get her.
General Alden.
Way to give it up, girl. I would be like, who are you? She has amnesia. I doubt it. That oh shit face definitely gave her away a smidge.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
That's right, you tell her. You tell her. She's got contacts in. Look how glossy her eyes are.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Don't do it, Robon. Last time you lost an arm. Nope.
Dolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions.
Can I just say how your character looks fantastic and all these other peeps be wearing pleb clothes? Thank you, Jibs. Thank you. I take very, I very much am involved in what my character's appearance looks like, and I think she looks quite fabulous, actually. Yes. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I do actually, try on all the clothes before I pick a reward, because if it looks like shit, I'm not taking it. Thank you, Jibs, for noticing. Very much appreciated.
I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable
It's the same way.
to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim.
So you want a puppet on the throne? I'll take lower stats if it means looking fresh, right? Right?
'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Yeah, what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison.
Alright, so that sleeping potion, she definitely was gagging and choking and looked like she was suffering. That's one hell of a sleeping potion. Oh yes, go lurk, go lurk. Don't make the missus mad.
You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan.
Ilberd, huh? That fuck.
I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
Oh my goodness. The webs just keep getting spun more and more, or I guess they were already spun, but they're getting detangled now, I guess.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve.
Of course he did.
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
Oh god, it's getting juicy.
Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
Thank you very, very much for the 100 bits, Sekatai. Is it Sekatai? It is Sekatai. Thank you so much. Very much appreciated. Alphino failed hard. Checking out where the money was coming from.
Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laugh.
Wow. Wow. Jesus. People like that, though, that have like a one-track mind and only think about one thing, like in this case, Ilberd was only thinking about Alamigo, however you say it, easily manipulated.
Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
Ended. I love it.
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
So you're basically saying, I know I fucked you over really hard, and I know I made you kill someone, and you lost your arm in the process, but you know what? We'll fix the mess that we created, kinda, sorta. You're still gonna be missing your arm, but let's just, my bad.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
That's right, Rabban. Don't let him forget!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial?
I'm pretty sure people will, kind of let that one slide under the circumstances.
Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
Aw, he's gonna budge.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
Unless that reattaches his arm, I'm not interested.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation.
Okay, I'm kind of interested in this as well.
You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
Just take the potion and strangle him. A little dude. buddy.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
I wonder why not. Janella had issues trying to do a cheer yesterday, and then Quicken was in here and he was able to do one at the same time. So I wonder if it's just Twitch being a butthole. Did you guys notice though how giant that bottle looked in his hand, and then compared to how it looked in Ravan's hand, it was like small.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ulda shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
I feel like she's getting shafted, the Sultana. She wanted to, like, abdicate. And he lost his arm. Basically, they got rid of Teleji and made that other guy happy. Like, his biggest competitor in the, like, financial world is gone. So literally, he's the only one that's winning. Wow. Alphino, what do we do? What do we do? By the 12, I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Oh. Damn, I can't try these on. That's fine. Take this. Shall we also make our way to Ulda? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Ulda. Alright, let's see. Here? Where are we going? This way? I need to make this bigger. My blind ass can't see shit. I don't see where we're going. So, Chamber of Rule. Alright. Oh, that's right. Duh. We're going to rouse the Sultana. Jesus. How quickly I forgot. They cleaned this area up pretty nice. Last we were here, there was stuff broken and people running for their lives. You know, us. We were running for our lives. Bartholomew, let us in. Flame General Raban mentioned you'd be coming. Please, this way if you will. I feel like he's gonna snatch her up when she wakes up and give her a big hug. I love that she has stuffies. I love it. He's breathing. It's a good sign, bro. I'm like, oh god. I was like holding my breath. I'm like, oh my god, is it a double cross?
I was having the longest dream.
You've been asleep for a minute, dear.
'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thunderland, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
Oh my god, I love this game and this story. Like, I'm getting like chills. It might be because I was in a really hot environment and now I'm getting blasted with AC, but still. Don't make us wait.
Is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber.
Excellent. But
I believe her grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition.
oh my god, sir.
It's in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
Probably. Probably because he instigated it.
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Great.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
He's like, it's on its way to Gridania.
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
Oh god. Was a character in Final Fantasy Tactics? Oh, nice.
My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
The thing that pisses me off about Lolo Rito is he's had this information for God knows how long, and he's just sitting on it, waiting. Like, I'm just gonna play this little game of chess with the government, and let's see how I can make this work in my favor. See? My character knows she pissed. Like, why wouldn't you start with that? Like, by the way...
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same.
Yeah, you gotta get your Crystal Braves in order, bro.
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
That's one way to do it, I
Among
guess.
the recruits, there were those who supported our order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely.
Probably not.
Ah, my all-conquering crystal braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the braves to fall prey to corruption.
Mm-hmm.
As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause.
You do know, like, I die in every dungeon, Alphino, right? Like, at least one time, every single time.
Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more.
Oh, you remember Thancred, Ida, Papalimo, Y'shtola, and Minfilia. You remembered them. Cool.
The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Excellent. Let's go look for them now. Thanks. I've been saying it for days. It is time to find them. Finally. Hopefully. Quickly. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil. But the fact remains, there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Well, I'm glad that you trust me, Alphino. Time to get the crew back together, yep. Where are we going? What are we doing? Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. Oh yeah, that X-Wing looking type ship. I'm sure it'll be ready right when we find one of our comrades. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Yes, Yugiri, she will. I and Ulda too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yugiri, a question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. Yeah, he got his ass spanked, didn't he? The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me, I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Fire? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end, and I would appreciate the support. You got it, buddy. I'll be your shoulder to cry on. Let's go. But then we're gonna go look for Thancred and all them, right? Like, like maybe then. That's in Mordana. Oh, God, wrong button. Mordana, I believe. Oh my god, I just cracked my back. Oh. Commander, you're alive! I mean, and Fire too! I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I've wronged you. all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. But ye'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye, but we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. Ooh, that was so enthusiastic. Aye. You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you've got a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We talked it over, see, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. Aw, nice. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander, Alphino, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. Yes, I agree. Let's find the others. Hey, what up, Valia? My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Say thank you. Start with that, maybe. Sniff. Pray excuse me. I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty, Fire. But as Thaliac is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm. Specifically, Urianger in the Waking Sands and Tataru in Ishgard. Urianger. Remember that cutscene where he was talking to those dudes in the black robes with the red face masks? I think he even talked to La Habrea. While we're organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Sure, I'll just keep running around the entire world. No problem. You got it. Where was that? Is that here? Ah, yes. Excellent. Where's the manufacturer? It's got its own thing, right? Yep, it do. So what do you think? Is it done or is it missing a part that I have to go get? It's either done or missing a part. Sid! Fire, how in the seven hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fortemp Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. Great. My favorite. Estinian. With his cocky answers and... I believe the last vigil is by the manor. Yep. Oh my god, I'm learning my way. Please let me inside the manor. Hopefully Emmy's not around to call me old girl. You have fulfilled your obligations to the Oldens then. Mistress Tataru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garland's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Aery, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Aymeric? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. You came all this way just to tell me that and, like, dip. Alright, is Sir Aymeric in these parts? He is over there by the Forgotten Night. Forgotten Night. There it is. I'd like to see Sir Aymeric, please. Excuse me. Lots of cutscenes.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
It has.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
Oh boy!
The Aery is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point.
Look at how tall he is compared to Alphino. He's huge!
Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
Alfie neck gone stiff, right? Jesus.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
I mean, it wasn't that big of a risk.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hrawsvelgr.
Hrawsvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
It did not go great.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
We're working on it, though.
Thus you believe an assault upon the Aery represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
He always
You
says...
have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Oh god, Aemeric's gonna go with us.
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
And you're kind of important.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital.
Yes, you're needed here.
Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
Exactly, dude, exactly. Plus, we don't need to babysit you. That always happens.
There are others.
Especially when it's a high-ranking person.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander.
You tell him, Estinian, tell him.
What? You too, Master Alphino. By the Fury. You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Just insulted him with fancy words.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Estinian is that dude. BDE. Yep, for sure, for sure. He's just slapping them with his BDE left and right. Oh, goodness. Yo, that axe is pretty sweet. Look at that. I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear. Interesting choice of words after our conversation we just had, Darkness. Pricked his pride. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Aery. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino will make a fine field commander. Ooh, homie, fly with the glamour. Wonder if I can find a katana like that. Yeah, that axe is bitchin'. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Let's go, let's go. Ooh, an aether current. I will do whatever you say. We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters. So let's go. Let's go. Dead. There. I love how everybody just trusts me. Like, I'm having a good day and they're like, yeah, she's gonna do the right thing. Like, what if tomorrow I'm having a bad day? They're just handing me keys to equipment, like expensive ass where the hell are you? Expensive ass equipment, and like nobody bats an eye. IRL, you know that shit be different. Fire, old friend. The cutters are ready when you are. I am ready, Sid. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through that wind barrier like a Cermet drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. You have our thanks. Come, warrior of light. The Dreadworm awaits. Oh boy, I feel a dungeon coming. That looks so cool. Don't mind me. Taking a couple screenies. The mementos for from this journey. The Aery is now accessible. Oh boy, oh boy. Let's hope there's a lot of people in here, like, queued up. 6 minutes. Alright, while we're here, let's see if any of these dudes have, like, those quests that give me, an aether current. We'll just pick those up and complete those off stream. No. I probably should have read that. Not today, sir. Maybe later. Next time. Levies. Let the clan hunt begin. What's that next to? The Forgotten Night? Okay. slow, that timer. Hold on. I gotta make sure this isn't like a quest that I need and don't want to come back for later. Nope, it's not. Okay, good. Let's go. Let's go. That was pretty quick. It was like 2-3 minutes tops. I'm a pilot. I don't want screen caps of him. I know I am. Oh god. Yes. Oh no. Did you hit Estinian or me? Ooh. Could you have done that before it hit me with a fireball? So he's screaming in another language. He said, "Wicked mortals, wait till I tear the flesh from your bones." Some along those lines. A convenient landing pad. Is the camera click really, really loud when I do it? It probs it. Nah. I'm gonna watch the VOD and it's gonna be loud as fuck. I took a couple. Dragon. I'm just standing back here minding my own business and you be targeting me like I'm doing something. Must be on my BDE. Oh my god, bless me, sorry. Had to sneeze. Get him. Is my screen flickering for you guys on this stream? It's not annoying enough to bother me, but I'm just curious if it's flickering for you guys too. Haven't seen it? Okay, good. I did have a graphics card update that popped up literally right before I started the stream, and I did it, but I didn't do that old reboot. Shit, I walked right into that. Hopefully the mechanics are easy. I have no clue what to do. Let's just do it live. Alright. Me neither. Ow. That hurt a little bit. That hurt a lot. Oh my god, what the hell is this lay-like thing? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Jesus. This dude keeps pulling me. Oh, this is bad. This is bad for me. Oh, he's dead. Good. Good. That's what you get for touching me. That shitter hurts. Ooh, let's see what you guys got. Well, we did it. I did it. Oh, we agreed that. We agreed that. Why not? My goodness. A drop where I took no hit point, like no damage? My kind of place. A terrible dragon appears before you. Whoa there, buddy. That dragon was nothing. I mean, would it be rude to do that? Mr. Tanky Tank, I know you're busy tanking, but we're just gonna loot this chest real quick. What's this? I love the pathways. I love that you can see through them. We're just gonna ignore that dragon, eh? Thanks for the follow, BB Blue 22. Very much appreciated. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I don't want to say that this dungeon is going well, because it is going well, and you know how that be when you say something. It was going great until this dude aggroed something unnecessarily. So what is it? What's that? Yeah, we'll read that shit too. Goodness. Ooh, boss number 2. Defeat Giascutus. Giascutus. It's probably pronounced like Giasticus or something like that, and here I am, Giascutus. Oh yeah, I should change my pet. If you would just, you know, leave me the hell alone, that'd be great. Oh, totally ignored the ad. Whoops, my bad. Got him this time. This one is actually personally affecting me. So. Oh god. We're fine. I'm getting all in a tizzy for no reason. What's this? Oh my god, nothing for me. Like, jeez. Oh, wait, those are for me, kind of. No. No, they're not. Damn it. Yeah. That was pretty neat. I like that. Oh god. Oh god, I don't like that. I hate it when they do that when I'm casting. That was neat. That one started dropping before we were even done. A skirt? We'll need it. I'm really nervous now about the last boss because this has gone very, very smooth. Quicken, hello, hello. Happy Friday Eve. How are you doing today? Last boss is easy? Okay, good. Good. This whole one has seemed pretty easy. Like the whole run so far. Ow. Oh my god. Trying to cash in. I'm not targeting anything. Jesus. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. Having a fabulous dungeon run. Hopefully it stays that way. Holy balls. Did I even get to cast on them? Like, I think I did. Goodness. Up, up. I will enfeeble the worm with the eye. You must strike whilst he's weak. Oh, thank God for that delay on the other screen so I could finish reading it. Ignore that camera clicking. There we go. Got some nice screenies. Do not let him die. Do not let who die? Oh, Estinian, I bet. Okay. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Oh, okay. Do I have to do anything? Oh, God, balls. I was promised that the boss was easy. I feel bad for the healer. Like, I feel like this one's a rough... maybe it's easy. I don't know. I'm not a healer. By who? I'm pretty sure if I scroll up just a smidge, there is a person by the name of Quicken who said this boss is easy. Pretty sure. My patience for your incessant struggling doth falter. Succumb to the might of the great worm. I'm assuming they're all going after Estinian. Maybe I should like toss a heal on him too? Just kidding. Vengeance. Do we do it? My rage will consume you. Oh, they were protecting us from some shitter. Got it. Got it. I don't like it when I get targeted like that. We did it. Ooh, and I dinged. Very nice. But it's not done. He's not dead. Damn it. Oh, I guess the healer deserves it. Let's see, what do we got? Nope. And nope. Is that everything? Yep. Sweetness. Cutscene probably. Ooh, I got a commendation. I don't know why, but thanks. Why you gotta be making him mad, Estinian? Like, damn. That came from, like, the diaphragm. Thou wouldst use my own eye against me. Time hath done naught to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again. When did his helmet break?
This ends here.
Or has it been broken this whole time and I never noticed? Honestly, I'm okay with Estinian doing this. Oh, that's the way it looks? Okay. So I never noticed is what you're saying. Got it? He turned red. His armor red. Whoa. You got your other eye?
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
He rocks the red pretty well. I like the black, but I like the red better, I think. Ooh, are we reviving another crystal? Homie leveled up with a new form. Yes, he's saying 2 or whatever. Saying extreme. I can't remember what the levels were. We skipped one. Oh my god, I gotta put a sweater on. I'm freezing. So it's like I said earlier, it's like 95 degrees where I live. And on top of it, the heat index is like ridiculous. So like the AC is trying so hard to keep up with it. And it's actually cold downstairs, which is my lair, the whole downstairs of the house. Is that Estinian? No. Maybe? Mabes? Who's who, damn it? That's Estinian. What? Nope. I'm gonna shut up for a minute.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Wait.
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hrawsvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Who are you again?
Nay, my friend.
Oh, Haldrath.
I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting.
So are we seeing a memory from like 1,000 years ago? Is that what's happening?
As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance
Yep,
to bear
okay.
a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who
Or
will a common
Tim.
man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins.
Wait a minute.
With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued to our misdeeds.
Oh my goodness, what happened? Thanks for the follow, Doc Easy. I'm so engrossed in the story, I'm like, I wish you guys could see my face. I'm like staring. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated.
What jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Is Haldrath Estinian?
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
I feel like it's the same person. It is.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
I think you're right and wrong at the same time. So maybe someone of his lineage or some shit, like a son of some sort, like way down the line, maybe. Yeah, because this is 1,000 years ago. There's no way he lived 1,000 years. Is there?
We four, then.
Forton, Hylanat, Dirander, and Zemile.
That's pronounced Zemile? Oh my god.
But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
I wish I could tell you, but I can't. It's okay. Well, they have like dragon power in them and stuff, right? Like they all like ate what's her face's stuff. The sister dragon or whatever, right? So they have like some sort of power where they could live longer, right?
Of the throne.
Maybe. Fuck, I don't know. I'm guessing it. I'm grasping.
Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards.
Oh god, I swear to God, if Estinian's gonna be the king.
We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
pushed me? Wounded? Nah. I didn't even die in this dungeon this time, bro.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, if I survived, it was soups easy.
They came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted.
He's giving us a recap of what we just saw. Damn it.
Lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point.
Oh my god, I'm about to fall out of my chair, Jesus.
Took both of Nidhogg's eyes. Then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Good question.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
I would like one of those as a mount, please. I think it is a mount. I think I've seen them.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph.
And you are gonna do what?
But we must first have words with Hrawsvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
Is one dragon not enough for you? Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and this stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Ooh, I do get one, right? Right? Oh, I do. Okay. With Nidhogg fallen, none save her, oh god, remains to answer our question. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. You just want to stick it to her, don't you? Where are we going? Ages are irrelevant in games. Yep, they sure are. I am bad at games. Thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. How was your stream? What'd you stream? Wait, do I have to go like inside, like on the bottom, or just like right up through here? Probably. How's everybody doing this wonderful Friday Eve? I almost fucked up and said Friday, like just Friday. Lady Iceheart. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of the dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow H to mourn the death of his kin in peace? I'm good. How are you? How is your stream? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragonsong War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learn the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at last bring this bitter conflict to an end. Playing Jack and Daxter, so much fun. Oh, good, good. I know nothing about that game. Nothing. Sound the horn, warrior of light. I will blow the horn. Or toot it. That's what they kept saying. Toot the horn. Not only am I the warrior of light, I'm also the tutor of horns. Impenitent mortals ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I'm just going to speak over him because we can't understand what he's saying anyway. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Oh my god, he gave his own eye to the other one? What? Would seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye. Unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield 1/2 of my strength. People would never do that shit. Please give the eye back. Yes, girl. Yes. Good decision. Now, please don't eat me. I just gave you your eye back. So I'm guessing this is right after the battle, like he's blind. Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Radatasker's eyes and glut their appetites upon her essence. She is slain then. What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? They have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Elezen. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Radatasker her life and me mine eyes. Oh, my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. 'Twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. Damn, he demanded an eye. Nidhogg. Thy bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Take a quick screenie. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. He's gonna willingly do it. My vengeance is begun. The bit fairy. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good night, good sofa. Thank you so much for hanging around today. Have a good sleeps. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past. Thanks so much. Have a good sleep.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Sure was.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor, that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
How's it feel, Lady Iceheart? The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? I gotta go to bed as well, but I'll be lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Have a good sleeps. And I shall endeavor to enjoy it. Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery. Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. Sweet fever dreams? I don't think you can have a sweet fever dream. Unless it's, you know, that one kind of dream. Though he lifted not a single claw, 'twould seem that Hrawsvelgr wreaked his own manner of vengeance against us. Please speak it.
'Twas my life's goal to slay Nidhogg. But I find there is little joy to be had in its accomplishment.
But you have rid the world of a hate-filled creature, and ended a bloody war in so doing.
I lost my family to Nidhogg's flames, and 'twas with fury in my heart that I took up the lance. Every blow I struck in the name of vengeance. We were not so different, he and I.
No?
I will not judge you for your deeds. I have not the right. Too many innocents have perished in the name of my greater good.
Yet even with all that has passed, the tale is incomplete.
Do we really need an ending?
We are short a great worm's eye. Of the pair which Haldreth took from Nidhogg, only one is known to us, the one I bear. What then became of the other? Why did Nidhogg, who had taken such pains to prolong the Dragonsong War, suddenly decide to hurl his entire army against the walls of Ishgard?
Maybe somebody else has the other eye? And is controlling him?
Commander. Aye. The deed is done. Nidhogg is slain. What? In the city? A battle with whom?
Uh-oh.
At once, Lord Commander. Hold firm till our return. Fighting has broken out in the city. Lord Emmerich was sparse with the particulars, but it seems some commoners threw open the gates to a force of heretics.
Oh, Jesus.
I gave no order to attack.
Are we to mark the end of the Dragonsong War by spilling the blood of our own? Mayhap Hrawsvelgr was right about us.
Maybe we should run back there and see what's going
away,
on.
Warrior of Light. The people must be saved from themselves.
Wait! I would join you! There has been enough violence. I will appeal to my people in the city and make them see reason.
Oh, Estinian, say yes.
Come then.
Excellent.
Lady Iceheart. Let us write the final chapter in this damnable war.
I thought he was gonna say something dickish. It's refreshing for them not to be fighting anymore. All that constant bickering. He has the eye.
A small army of heretics has invaded the city, Your Eminence. But there is no cause for concern. A sizable contingent of our soldiers is already in place to repel the Dravanian assault. And the intruders will soon find themselves outnumbered and outmatched.
Our plans proceed apace, then?
Yes, Your Eminence. This unrest shall serve to feed the people's fear of the heretics and the dragons both.
Ooh, nefarious things.
And lend renewed fervor to their prayers for deliverance. Very good. Grant our guests what time they need to sow a measure of chaos, then order the Temple Knights to crush them.
This game looks crazy. I've never played Final Fantasy. Oh, soup's fun. I'm a WoW refugee, so I needed to find another MMO. I love it so far. The story has me so freaking wrapped up. It's ridiculous. But I'm purposely not moving the story unless I'm on stream. So I just do other shit when I'm not streaming. Oh my god, but I like can't wait to stream. WoW is meh poop poop. That's right, all Final Fantasies.
The moment is at hand.
Oh, this fucker, La Habrea!
Excellent. All shall soon be in alignment.
Oh man, I would actually also include with just Final Fantasy the Kingdom Hearts franchises as well, because there's a lot of Final Fantasy stuff in there too. Kingdom Hearts, by the way, the shit. Oh my god, what a beautiful, beautiful game those were.
It is time for the bringer of light to die.
Wait, that's me. I'm the bringer of light. Also, aka warrior of light. Katie, when we hit 150 followers or 50 subs, I'm giving away a free copy of the expansion that's coming out in November for Final Fantasy. This one, Final Fantasy XIV. And I believe you could pick up the other expansions and the original game for like $20. Thank you, Mia. Thank you. Darkness, excellent. Yeah, $24. It's not bad at all. Yeah. Did you really? Nice, nice. So if you're picking servers, we are on Data Center Primal and server Leviathan. We do have a free company.
Comrades, sheathe your swords. There is no need for further bloodshed.
Lady Iceheart, I was speaking. Hold on one moment, please, girl. Quicken is in it. Darkness in here is in it. Excalibur, who's not here right now, but he's also in it. Feifei, who's in here, but he's probably lurking, lurk working. He's in it. Who else am I missing? There's somebody else. Jeff knows best. He's in it. I don't think I missed anybody. I think I got everybody. But yes, please join us if you'd like. Lady Iceheart, you may continue.
She has come.
I'm the token idiot of the free company. That is not true.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. The war is ended. Nidhogg is no more.
Everybody that's in the free company is awesome and amazing. Darkness, don't even. We all know the resident dumbass is Jeff. Just kidding, Jeff, if you're listening.
Aye, it is so. This adventurer and the Azure Dragoon laid the great worm low.
Did you see how she demoted me just now? This adventurer. Everybody's all warrior of light, bringer of light, and she's adventurer. She's jealous.
The endless cycle of violence between man and dragon was born of our forefathers' treachery.
I'm so tempted to switch, but I have 3 people all over that want me to play. I'm split in like 3 directions, and each group is on a different data center. I heard, I think Snow mentioned it, that in the next expansion or sometime in the future, it's going to be like cross data center, so it doesn't really matter which one you're on. Although, of course, I'm slightly biased to Primal and Leviathan.
You have followed me, bled with me, to bring this truth to light that we might all know peace.
We should all join the same server.
Nidhogg is dead, my friends. He who bore such hatred towards Ishgard is dead.
However, should you choose to stay on another data center or server, I also have a cross-world link shell that I created, so we could always chat that way too in-game.
Let his hatred die with him, I say. Let us sheathe our swords and go in peace.
He's making quite the passionate plea.
Have we lost?
We should all play together.
No, my friend. Far from it. At long last, the peace for which we have so desperately fought is within our grasp. And I, for one, would not forsake it.
Sounds like a super server. Now I have to get this game. 24 buckaroos plus tax.
Peace?
They literally were like, eh, and stormed off.
Seize the witch. Let none escape.
Oh, that's not a good move there.
Providing aid and succor to the wounded should be our first concern.
Yes.
If the heretics mean to observe the peace, then it would be folly not to do the same.
Ass. You tell him. He had pretty blue eyes. They're nice and like icy. That was rather too close for comfort, but 'twould seem that calm is returning to the streets. My mind, however, yet clamors with 1,000 questions. You return to Ishgard in the oddest of company, my friend. I sure do. Ooh. That is not terrible. That is god-awful. That is not horrendous. We'll take that one. I'm definitely more on the DPS side. Tanking was always my thing. Something about getting punched in the face. Oh, goodness gracious. I usually play a rogue. Or, like in WoW, I did, let's see. I played rogue literally the entire time I ever played WoW. Every time I activated, like reactivated, rogue. I did dapple with the, or dabble, whatever the word is, with Hunter quite a bit because I just liked the pets. And then I did play Paladin, like the tanky one. But I was not very good at it. Praise alone that things did not end in bloodshed. I confess, I was more than a little dismayed to see you in the company of Lady Iceheart. What is going on, Fire? Well, she had a change of heart, bro. Prop Pellies for the win! Beg pardon? You traveled to Churning Mists together along with Estidian? Never was there a more unlikely alliance, nor one so magnificently effective. Nidhogg dead, the heretics pacified. Father and Sir Aymeric must know of this. Look at you running along the tale. Let us break the news to them together. I will bring Sir Aymeric to Fortemps Manor. Yes, an excellent suggestion. It'll break my heart if Haurchefant is like some backstabbing dude. Very well, Fire and I shall await you there. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him right now. I don't trust nobody. I think I'm going to the vigil. The vigil? Last vigil? Party in Fortemps Manor. Yes, please. Please, God, Emmy, don't be here. And don't call me old girl again. Okay, good. I don't see Emmy. Shit, I thought that was gonna be him walking in. I was like, oh no.
Praise Halone, you are safe.
Of course I'm safe.
My safety was never in doubt, Father. For I had the Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light by my side.
You weren't even there.
We bring the most wonderful tidings.
The infamous Lady Iceheart, here in Ishgard?
Yep, she's here.
She has done much to quell the violence. The Inquisition may not approve, but we are glad of her presence.
As you should be.
And with the Great Worm's demise, even our nation's more reactionary elements will have scant grounds to press for her immediate impeachment.
That's right, let her be.
My thoughts exactly.
She's got some things to work out mentally.
The truth revealed to us by Hrawsvelgr, that the origins of the Dragonsong War, a core tenet of Ishgardian faith, are quite unlike those depicted in the scriptures.
History is written by the winners always, right?
That men and dragons once lived together in harmony, and that it was man's treachery which shattered the peace and plunged our peoples into war.
The same scripture also describes the origins of the High Houses. Were it exposed as false, the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question.
Right? It is unfortunate. See, and they're not going to tell it because the legitimacy of our rule would be called into question.
If both highborn and lowborn can trace their ancestry to Thordan and his knights 12.
But a single sip of dragon's blood is required to confirm their lineage.
Mm-hmm.
If the Holy See knew of this and chose to remain silent, their crimes are grievous indeed.
They knew, bro. They knew.
Regardless, this state of affairs cannot be allowed to continue.
Sir Emmerich, you cannot mean to raise this matter with the Archbishop.
We gotta.
Pray consider what you are proposing. If the Holy See chose to conceal the truth for centuries, what reason would they have to reveal it now?
At best, you will be branded a heretic and clapped in irons.
At best. Oh, God.
Then at least the Archbishop will have shown his true colors. My friends, this war will never truly be at an end until the truth is made known.
That's right. The truth will set you free.
You must see what lies on the horizon if it is not. When ruled by fear of a common enemy, we were united. But now we have none. During the war, the highborn needed men to lead and the lowborn men to follow. Not anymore. 'Tis but a matter of time before the old order is called into question.
His sword is pretty badass, Lord Emmerich's, isn't it? Look at that nice blue.
Lady Iceheart will share the truth with her followers, and the Holy See will be powerless to stop its spread. The disenfranchised will rise up united, and blood will flow in the streets once more.
Matches his armor very nicely. It does. He is very well put together.
A divided Ishgard will not survive.
Oh, you're right, dude. You gotta jump in front of this. The rumors are gonna spread like wildfire.
Tread carefully, Lord Commander.
My lady, is it wise to let him go? I sympathize with the Lord Commander's desire for reform, but to approach the Archbishop in this manner bespeaks an idealism to which I did not think Sir Emmerich prone.
Though he comports himself as a realist, he has long dreamt of reform. 'Twas that idealism which first drew me to him, that which made me swear an oath to serve.
You know who she reminds me of? What's her face in oh Jesus, Game of Thrones. Her name starts with a B. What the hell is it? Oh my God. The Lady Knight. Shit, what the hell is her name? Brienne. Yeah, Brienne of Tarth.
We must not think of ways to hinder his cause, but rather ways to aid it. Even should the Holy See cry heresy.
You cannot mean.
All I need is for her to say that she has feelings for Emmerich, and then that's it. Done.
If the Lord Commander does not return from the vault at the appointed hour, I mean to go and fetch him.
Have care, my lady. Your words border on treason. Should they reach the wrong ears, you will be declared an enemy of Ishgard.
I gotta go. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you so much. Have a good night or have fun, whatever it is you're rolling off to do. You know, he pimping it right down on the low. Probs.
That is a risk I am willing to take. Lest you forget, my lord, I am not born of this land. My loyalty is to the Lord Commander alone, but I speak only of what may come to pass. If the rumors regarding his heritage are to be believed, we have naught to fear.
Right.
Lies and slander.
It's just mad because you might lose your manner.
Forgive me, what rumors are these?
That Sir Emmerich is the Archbishop's bastard son.
Whoa! Way to just nonchalantly drop that bomb. Jesus!
The clergy are not permitted to marry and sire children. But even the holiest among us are not immune to temptation.
I labour to believe it. Sir Emeric is truly the Archbishop's son.
Jeez.
He has never been publicly acknowledged as such, but the rumors have plagued him since childhood. That he rose to his current position, despite being despised as a bastard and accused of profiting from his father's influence, bespeaks the quality of his character. It is my hope that on this occasion, the burden of his birth will work in his favor. Should our worst fears be realized, the Archbishop will not be so quick to execute his own flesh and blood, affording us time to mount a rescue.
I feel like the Archbishop might just go ahead and execute his own flesh and blood.
Bastard or trueborn, he is our nation's best hope. If the Holy See dares to threaten him, I shall lead the charge against the Vault myself.
Hear, hear! The future of Ishgard rests on Sir Emeric's shoulders. I too will do mine utmost to aid his cause.
Orshafon, be reasonable.
A knight lives to serve, Father. To aid those in need. The people need Sir Emeric more than ever, and we may be his only hope.
So, I didn't know this was his dad.
There is no greater calling for a knight than to save the life of his fellow man. I swear to you, on the sigil of our house, that I shall do this and make you proud.
He's very unhappy still.
Even you? Romantic, reckless fools, the lot of you. So be it. Make your preparations.
I thank you all for your support.
Just doing the right thing. Being the warrior of light. Lucia! Though your assistance is most welcome, I fear it will not be enough. Few as we are, we will struggle to reach the Lord Commander. If we are to succeed, we must needs recruit others to our cause. Oh god, no. Oh god. We'll take the money. Those were all terrible. Are these all terrible too? Okay, not bad, not bad. Ugh. Alright. Well, that settles that. But how are we to carry out this bold endeavor? Even with an army of knights at our backs, a direct assault on the vault seems unlikely to succeed. You're correct, Master Alphino. Not even the assembled might of House Fortem and the Temple Knights would be sufficient. With the support of another party, however, we may yet stand a chance. You speak of one of the other high houses? Precisely the opposite. I speak of the revolutionaries rumored to reside in the Broom. I have to sneeze, hold on. Ooh, bless me, sorry. 'Twas these disgruntled Ishgardians who opened the gates of our city to the heretics, I believe. But of course, if their hatred of the Holy See drove them to such deeds, they might well be persuaded to assist in Sir Emeric's rescue. Knowing the truth, he would lay bare. Such is my hope, Master Alphino, and I would have you and Fire reach out to them. As a Temple Knight and sworn servant of the Holy See, any overtures I make are doomed to fail. But as outsiders, the two of you may receive a warmer welcome. All right, off we go. Very well, we shall seek out the leader of these revolutionaries and make our case. My thanks. Estinian, will your brothers heed your command if you order them to stand aside? So I have to be Ultima to get to the new expansion quests, right? As in to unlock Astrologian. I don't know what you have to do to unlock Astrologian, but I believe you do have to get into Heaven's Ward, right? I think so. The Dragoons have no love for politics, my lady. They will gladly watch and wait while the Highborn fight amongst themselves. I have to get to Ishgard. Then, yep, you definitely have to do it. How very wise, Fire. We should hurry to the Forgotten Night. Tataru may have knowledge of the revolutionaries. I think you're gonna go to Kurthis first, if I recall correctly. You have to do a bunch of quests before it like leads you into whatchamacallit. Speak with Tataru at the Forgotten Night. That is over. Okay, yep. The Forgotten Night. As a matter of fact, I think I did run by the astrologian guy somewhere. Oh shit, yeah, I hit 60. Damn. Thank you. Fire, Alphino, gods. I've been so worried sick. It's so good to see you. Look how much like rested XP I have. Like almost the entire rest of my level. And you, Tataru. How did you manage to escape the chaos in the streets? She's a resourceful little thing. Gibberlon and the others barricaded the doors until the heretics left. No one was harmed, thankfully. But what about you two? What came of your journey? Well, let me tell you about this dragon. 2 of them. 3 of them, actually, we met. You're not serious. What was Sir Aymeric thinking? I mean, the way you two talk about him, I wouldn't have believed. Anyway, I've heard rumors of the people you're looking for, but I doubt they'll be of much use. The only thing I can say with any certainty is that they're led by someone called the Mongrel. A queer moniker if I ever have heard one, but mayhap it will make the individual in question easier to find. Come, let us make inquiries below. Let's go. Like how far below? Oh, son of a bitch. Hey. Ooh, Broom Elder. How are you? What's that? Speak up. I can't hear as well as I used to. Literally every person ever on the phone. My God. I don't know a god's damned thing about the mongrel, but if I did, you can be sure I wouldn't tell you. Excellent. They're being so helpful. All the way over there, huh? Like up there, over there? Ah. A mongrel? Not sure I catch your meaning. To a blue blood, we're all of us dogs down here. Am I a blue blood? Talking shit? Is it more of the have not stuff? Like, blue bloods are the people that have stuff? Not a single shred of information. Just as I expected. These revolutionaries would not have evaded capture for so long without the masses' complicity. Still, it is good to know that Tataru's ears are as sharp as ever. We liked this one, right? Yeah, we did. But that's, like, helpful. Oh my God, I'm torn. Alright, let's take the helpful one. Oh my God. Dragon, get out of my face. Frustrating though it may be, we must press on. While I continue speaking with the people of the Broom, why not go see if Gibberlon knows aught of value? As the proprietor of the Forgotten Night, surely he must have heard whispers of the mongrel before. We can only hope that he will be more forthcoming than the others. Sure, I'll go back to where we just were literally a minute ago, and I could have asked that question. Sure. Sure. It's probably easier if I do this than I try to run around figuring out where I am. Yeah, right there. Barkeep. You know, people long for a sympathetic ear, but they need to know that it comes with tight lips. Discretion, fire. That's what my customers expect. If they don't get it, then I don't get them. That being said, I'm not without my sympathies. I've heard the tales, and I know you've done right by highborn and lowborn alike. Least I can do is point you in the right direction, but to do that, I'll need you to do something for me. Of course you will. So happens there's a hunter up in the crozier who owes me a bit of fair coin. A fair bit of coin, Jesus. However, I've agreed to accept payment in fresh herbs. Go and get them for me, agreed? Like I have a choice. I can't go out that way. Can I go out this way? Nope. Alright, he's in the pillars, I think they said. Where he at? Where he at? By the jewel thingy. The jeweled... There it is. My god, this story. Random question, but who is y'all's favorite Final Fantasy hero and villain? Not as a pair, though. That's a good question. So I'm going to be honest, I haven't really played any of the other Final Fantasies other than 11, which was an online, you know, MMO. And I played this, obviously. I don't know. So you're Gibberlon's errand girl. Good, good. How's he doing? Same as always, right? Ooh, darkness, cloud, strife. Any road, I hope he appreciates how much trouble I had to go through on account of his bloody herbs. Tell him to enjoy them while they last, because I doubt I'll be able to find any more next year. What kind of herbs are you giving me? Are these illegal herbs? Since I can't go with a pair, I'll go with Delita from Final Fantasy Tactics for the villain. I'm just gonna nod and smile. I'm nodding and smiling. Good choice, good choice. What about you, Sekatai? You gonna hand them over or not? Oh, Jesus, buddy. Fresh herbs. Aye, this ought to do it. With a few other spices, I can make it just like she used to. He put a grand plot together and then betrayed the main character. Oh. That's pretty cool. For me, the hero would be Zidane. Zidane? And for the villain, I'm definitely going with Sephiroth. I knew someone was going to say Sephiroth. I don't know much about the other Final Fantasies, but I do know he's a villain. He just didn't want to be weak anymore. There are a few things which stir the hearts of men like a sip of mulled wine. Share a glass with the right people, and who knows what stories they'll share. On to the next quest. Now that I think on it, there's a woman I know who's rather fond of this blend. Herithia is her name, and she resides in the Pillars. She's a maidservant to some noble house or another, I forget. Anyway, it'd be a shame if she didn't get to try this wine. Why not give her a bottle? He went the distance and had what it took. Alright, where in the Pillars is this bee? He is near Athenium Astrologicum. Excuse me. Man, might have to fire that one up again. If they remade it with better graphics, but same style. Wowee. Yes, I am Herithia. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, miss? I have this lovely, lovely bottle of wine for you, ma'am. I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Her special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that baron. What? He cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of ear. But those dazzling ruby eyes of his were filled with lust. It was not more than infatuation what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love. And he couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal. I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but that it was with a hire made it so much, well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets like so much refuse. These are definitely facts, Darkness. I do be forgetting about him from time to time, but he was seriously no joke, and I would play the hell out of it if they remade Tactics. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. I only learned of her death years later by chance. Alright. LeBron? Where you at? Back at the bar. Fire! Clumsy! I'm not even gonna attempt it today. Wait, let's see. Clumsy Ciabatta. Ooh, look at that. I've been lurking, but I wanted to tell you you're fabulous. Thank you so much. You're oh so fabulous. Everybody's fabulous. So the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root. Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the woman and children who live it, though. Hydrate? Oh god, thank you. Yes, please. Today I'm enjoying Turkey Hill iced. Mark is complete. Yes, we should all do a group hug. And we could all do a group hug if everybody was on the Primal Data server, you know, Leviathan. We could all do a group hug and take a screenshot. Just saying. Just saying. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Geralt, for example. Surely you've heard of him? No? I think I am on Aether. I'm going to try and transfer my character. You don't have to transfer. Look how quickly we're leveling. I'm level 60, and this is the 16th day that I've been playing. 3 hours a day. 16 days, and I'm level 60. We should have a group server Leviathan group hug. Right, we should. He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibits spirituous beverages. If ever there was a man who deserved a drink, it'd be him. All this talk of water, I'm sorry, my tiny bladder cannot handle this. I am going to be literally right back. I can't hold it any longer. Hold on, I'll be back. Oh, my Stream Deck isn't working. Well, fuck you, Stream Deck. Oh, Jesus. So much better. Oh, shit. Wrong one. Fuck. God damn. Whoops. That's embarrassing. See, my stream deck doesn't work and I'm crippled. Oh, goodness. Okay. So, on my sprint to the restroom, I saw a box of muffins that I got yesterday. Muffins are my weakness. Because the ones I got are, like, berry, like raspberries and strawberries and blackberries. Oh my god, they're to death for. I'm going to obliterate one of those when I'm done. Where is that dude? Oh, he's in there. He's in the bar. He's not in the bar. He's outside of the bar. Well, bummer. Alright, what the hell? Do I really have to go all the way around? Like... Can I just... Maybe this way? Mia made a new character? Where did you make your character? If I may ask. What the fuck? I literally... I ran back to the same spot. Is there a downstairs? They like downstairs, like way downstairs. Oh yeah, there he is. Found him. Alone's blessings be upon you, miss. A gift for me? Yes, I have this wonderful wine made with fresh herbs. This scent, how reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Yet somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. Was that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over, but those first few years were trying. Even more so when she had to start fending for herself. That's sad. I remember days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. Freaking depressing. That's one thing that always like really pissed me off is how like children get punished for like the sins of their parents. Like the children didn't do anything. They just happened to be born in their circumstances. I'm here with actual audio now. So all those times I was talking, you didn't hear me? She was a remarkable woman, Fire. And everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. Who's her daughter? Carbuncle, get off the table. That is not a place for pets. Nope, I was working. Oh, well, thank you again for the bits from earlier. Gotcha, understood. When I work in the office, I have to keep my sound off too. But when I'm working from home, Arte. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us and divides us in the end. I'm on lunch now. Ooh, you must be on like either working nights or evenings or like California time. It's the legacy of our parents, Fire, and we can't escape it no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups chose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Speak with the broom starveling. I remember where she is. Oh yeah, well, happy to share and spread the love. Thank you. Plus, I love this game. Will you too be joining us on Leviathan? As I keep, without shame, trying to have people come over. We have a free company. I know that's not a big deal, but to me it is. I think she was hiding in one of these little corners. She's like right around here somewhere. Yep, there she be. I'm going to try. Ooh, awesome. Still looking for your mongrel. Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? Oh shit. With ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Yep. Someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you though. Won't, rather. It's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? You were talking about coming and joining the game, right? Making sure I'm on the same page. Yeah. Of course, that's right. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Specifically on the Primal Data server, or whatever it's called. Leviathan World. Specifically. The Forgotten Night. I'm definitely going to try. Excellent. I know I'm behind in the story, but Nero is jealous. Oh shit, not you. I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to Alphino. Alphino! Have you made any progress, Fire? I did, actually. I gotta see if Enix will recover my account. Good luck with that. I accidentally, started playing on the wrong account. I'm not excited for starting over. If it makes you feel any better, I'm level 60 and I've been playing for 16 days. So it happened quick. I only have a week of playtime left. Hey Excalibur, how are you doing today? Granted, it is no location, but it is far more information than we had before. Yes, now that her striking features are known to us, mayhap we only need remain vigilant. It's literally been so quick. And I'm only playing, like, really, like, leveling-wise, I'm only playing, like, 3-4 hours a day. Because I'm, like, telling the story as I'm playing. I heard it was free to play, though, in some capacity. That is true. Ouch, but hey, it'd be worth it. There must be a way we can draw the mongrel out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries on her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Fire. I have a premonition this is not going to end well. I mean, if you have a premonition, it's probably not going to end well. Okay. This. Taru's in trouble. We gotta go help her. Taru is my girl. Ooh, destination. There it is. Please, God, let my girl be okay. See no sign of Tataru. Okay. There's another destination over there. My girl, please be okay. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either. Nope. Oh, there she is. She seems to be running. I'm sorry, forget I said anything. Oh shit balls. Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly fire after them. Away we go. Uh-oh, she's trapped.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on
She's
here?
so cute, flapping her arms like that, all defenseless.
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on, I've seen them around. They're in and out of House 4 Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
Oh boy.
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
How does Alpha know, who speaks so eloquently all the time, always manage to pick fights when he chooses the wrong words?
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
It's okay, Tataru. You don't need to be scared.
Hilda!
His name is Filthy Fellow.
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand.
Is that a gun? That her weapon? Oh, it's a gun.
And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? The Forgotten Knight say. Jesus Christ. Literally looping around the same place over and over and over. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I can get there this way, I think, right? Right. I have the worst sense of direction ever. Yep, definitely going the wrong way. That's okay. We're gonna do this. Hilda? Oh. He's gonna be squawking. Wait, why is everybody leaving? Oh, she paid for privacy. I get it.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
We sure did.
Eh? What are they on about?
The high houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike.
Ooh.
And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander
Hilda is my bae.
has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
I thought what's her name was your bae. You stole?
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Wow. Seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
They both are. Ooh, you're greedy. One for each arm, right?
Cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours.
But a woman with a gun, sign me up.
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
Yeah, we kind of left him to his own devices, didn't we? We just kind of let him go and, you know, get imprisoned probably.
What in the hell's?
Oh yeah, the level sync. There's definitely some fuckery about to happen. Or happening.
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy. And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats.
Oh boy. Now we have to kill him.
Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
She's kind of a badass.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered. Let us step outside, milady. In here your toys could hurt someone.
Ooh, I don't like his tone. Never mind that he just threw somebody off the second floor. I should probably take out those dudes first.
Right there!
Are they healing? They are healing. I'm gonna need you to cut out that bullshit, sir. Oh, he's doing the healing. Alright, who's this? Alright, they're healing, right?
You disgust me.
Oh my god, I'm panicking, just clicking random buttons. Okay, there we go. We're getting control of the situation. Is there another healer in there somewhere? Okay, I do see another healer. Alright, let's kill this guy real fast, like. Yeah, he did. Alright, who's the other healer? That one, I think. Oh my god, I am so terrible. There we go.
Bear witness. Helone, guide my sword. Filthy rats!
Filthy rat. Show you a filthy rat. Oh no, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna be pissed. Oops. That was a terrible one. But we did it.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
An apology is in order, I believe.
Enough!
I'm fine. Get him, girl. Get him! That's one hell of a jump.
Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
Probably. Or my life. It was getting
I
close.
thought the Heavens Ward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Uh-oh.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavens Ward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavens Ward now commands the Temple Knights.
Oh boy.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number.
That's not bad. Half is not bad.
Who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Kinda. She is, yeah.
Hilda, and yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he?
It's a compliment, Alphino.
Move me.
Sorta.
A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Excellent. Alliance is being formed. All right, Hilda, what are we doing? Let me guess, you're wondering why I chose the mongrel, right? Actually, I'm not. Not even a little bit. Because it's what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. They, none of them, are well-bred. Hells, some of their mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story old as time, and one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in House Halienart. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting. Alright, this seems like a good spot to take a breather. Here is our choices while I run through this quest here. We've been working in secret to undermine the Holy See and the High Houses, that much I'll acknowledge. But this nonsense about us throwing wide the gates for the heretics is just that, nonsense. If not you, then who? You, Temple Knights, of course, reckoned it was one of your beloved Sir Amaric's doing it first, but then I heard how he lost his head. My next best guess would be the Heaven's Ward. That way, they'd have the perfect excuse to go door to door through the broom, slaughter the heretics and their sympathizers in one fell swoop. But the Heaven's Ward scheme did not account for Lady Iceheart's intervention, and so they have been forced to improvise. A fine bloody mess, ain't it? But the die is cast, so what's the plan? We must divert the attention of the high houses away from the city, and to do that, we need the cooperation of your allies in their service. And what makes you think I have friends in high places? 'Cause you're resourceful. You would be fools not to, given your goals. Low-born knights are ideal recruits. Most swore fealty only out of desire for a better life. If offered an opportunity to shed the yoke and live for themselves, who among them would not at least be tempted to take it? Rare is the man eager to die for a cause he does not hold dear, but it need not come to that this day. If they and their fellow knights are deployed afield to deal with a new threat, a massing of heretics for example, then they will be unable to join in the defense of the vault. Spread false reports of an attack and get him out of harm's way, you mean? The city will not soon forget the heretics' last assault. If the high houses believe another attack is imminent, they will have no choice but to act. Can it be done? Can we trick them into leaving Ishgard? Lunch is over, back to lurk mode. Thanks so much! Can we keep them out for long? Not bloody likely. Make sure you're ready before I send word, because you won't get a second chance at this. Then it's decided. To the vault. The Archbishop must be held to account. And the Lord Commander granted his liberty. Dude, this Ultima elevator ride boring. Alright, so we've got our choices. Smash Brothers. Somebody's singing. We've got On the Way to Be the Next Knockout King. Janella's doing a giveaway. 1-800 Vent Inspector. What else we got? What else we got? They sent out a heat advisory because they knew this stream would be fire. Oh, damn. I should have done that today. Damn. Damn. Let's go to Janella because she's doing a giveaway and maybe someone from here will get lucky. That would be awesome. Alrighty, so tomorrow we're going to continue this story. Again, we're still doing the whole, once I reach 150 followers or 50 subs, somebody will get the, a copy of Endwalker for Final Fantasy XIV, the next expansion coming out, I believe, November. That being said, thank you everybody who was lurking, who was chatting, who was watching. for the bits and stuff like that, the follows, all of that business. I very much appreciate it. Hopefully, I will see you guys again tomorrow. I know I'll definitely see some of y'all tomorrow. Again, we're on the Primal Data server, and it's the Leviathan server. We do have a free company. It is called the Firefighters. Best name ever, I think. Jeff actually came up with it. So, alrighty, I'm going to send you over to Janella. Please be nice. Have a great day, and have a happy Friday if I don't see you tomorrow.